On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Texans at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Willis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And some room to maneuver. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Mills on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 38, Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play action now. Mills. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 13. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Johnny Ranger! Johnny Ranger! Sweet! Sweet! Catch! 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 Catch!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's complete. Burks. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. They go play action. Mills on the move to his left. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe... that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the 40 now on second down. Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Okay, break.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First and 10, Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Mills throw there into the hands of Ross. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 9, Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st down, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. A 1st down throw for Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Willis will look to throw on first down. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. As this complete to Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Willis. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Final play of the half, Mills. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Willis. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Willis looking to throw it. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now Willis on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Mills on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his... Play as we play.
Here we go. Madden 60.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Drop 50.
In motion, the tight end. A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, it's Henry. And some room to work. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
From the 44, Willis. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, Is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Slot man moves right. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Eluding the pressure right. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That pass taken in by Burks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Willis. Caught by Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. 138 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So